Every city has its share of unsolved crimes. Cases thick with theories, but thin on leads. As a result, some of the worst criminals of our time have never been caught.
People hate unsolved cases.
Despite the most extensive manhunts ever launched, many of these criminals still walk among us as free men.
It's always there. It's always in the back of your mind. What could we have done that would have solved this case?
True life cases that continue to confound.
It's not a matter of too few suspects, it's a matter of too many.
The ultimate 10 unsolved crime mysteries, next. Welcome back to the ultimate 10 unsolved crime mysteries. We're down to the number 1 unsolved crime mystery. A killer who claimed man was the most challenging prey. A letter from a killer. It began, "This is the Zodiac speaking." They were just words on paper, faceless, but they were the words of a killer who might strike again at any moment, and they sent waves of terror throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. It was only a few days before Christmas, 1968. 2 teenagers were parked along a lover's lane near Vallejo, California, northeast of San Francisco. Suddenly, "16-year-old Betty Lou Jensen and 17-year-old David Faraday were both shot to death."
There was no robbery, no molestation. It appeared that the killing was just for enjoyment.
6 months later, on July 4th, 1969, another young couple was attacked only 2 miles from the spot where the first couple had been killed.
A man got out and approached the passenger side and started shooting.
22-year-old Darlene Ferrin died at the scene, but 19-year-old Michael Mayhew survived, describing the killer as a stocky white man in his late 20s or early 30s. A month later, the killer sent letters to 3 Bay Area newspapers. Each contained the astrological symbol for the Zodiac, earning the killer his nickname and a portion of a code. When broken, it said in part, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game, because man is the most dangerous animal of all."
I'm not sure that Zodiac ever meant for that to really be broken, because at the very end there are 18 symbols that no one's ever been able to crack, that a lot of people seem to think contain his real name. We just aren't clever enough to figure out how he did it.
6 weeks later, the Zodiac boldly attacked again, this time wearing a bizarre new getup. A square black cloth hood and a tunic marked with the Zodiac symbol. In broad daylight, the Zodiac killer brutally stabbed 2 college students picnicking at a Bay Area lake. He also left the best clue to date, unique shoe prints.
These were called wing walker shoes. They had just really come out. There were only 1,690 some odd pair. You could only buy them on an air base. You either had to be a dependent of a naval officer, or you had to actually be in the service yourself.
Exactly 2 weeks later, the Zodiac killed again. He chose a San Francisco cab driver, Paul Lee Stein. As Stein pulled up to this corner, the Zodiac shot him in the back of the head. 2 teenagers in a house across the street saw it all and called police immediately.
It's right about here that the police car pulled alongside, and the officer who was driving got a pretty good look at Zodiac. Actually, a good enough look that they were able to produce a composite sketch.
Despite an intense manhunt, no one has ever been arrested for the Zodiac killings. Is the killer's name still hidden in mysterious code? If so, the solution to our number 1 crime mystery remains to be deciphered. Improved scientific crime-fighting techniques may someday eliminate unsolved crimes altogether. But for now, killers still stalk the streets, and these ultimate 10 crime mysteries remain unsolved.